When Rita and I were planning Santan, we really didn't see it going to the scale that it is today.
Chris and Rita Sipple put in many years of preparation before founding Santan Learning Center.
Every summer she would ask me, can we start a school this year? And I would say, no, I don't feel ready yet. Can we start a school this year? No, I don't feel ready yet. And we're driving down the US 60 and it had just been a day working for someone else and trying to move someone else's vision. And Rita looked at me, she goes, do you want to start a school this year? I said, sure. Right?
Rita was in her third year of nursing school and had been in training to learn the Montessori way. Combining those two fields, what she learned was that she wanted to help people help themselves. As a team, Chris and Rita committed to education. Chris taught English for 3 years, then became Dean of Students at Apache Junction High School. Along the way to earning his master's in school administration, he opened charter schools for operators in Apache Junction, then Queen Creek. And he was gaining valuable experience helping the Department of Education.
I would go in to underperforming and failing schools and work on turnaround plans to get them out of that funk that they were in, and that was really incredible. I love that.
Meantime, Rita was earning her degrees in elementary education and school administration.
Our son Christopher was just going into kindergarten, and so it was drive 45 minutes to a good school for him, or it was create something.
In the East Valley here,
yes.
Because there's nothing in the East Valley for choice for parents. I wanted to make sure that I had the experience so that we weren't newbies in the profession, because we were going to take and make decisions for people with their children. And so we didn't take that lightly. And you know, it was only after I had been a school principal for a few years, had opened up schools, had my master's degree completed in school administration, and had already started my doctoral degree, that I felt we were ready.
They were ready, but now they needed parents who, like them, were in search of a better way of education. The Sipples hit the streets as a sales team.
Going into their homes, getting moms groups together, and you know, the moms would get 4 or 5 others, and so we'd have a group of 10, and we had a laptop, and all that was on there was pictures of other Montessori schools. And we had put music to it, and we would present that, and then at the end we kind of would tell parents, or you know, inform families that, well, if you give us your money, this is what we'll do. We promise.
We garnered the support of about 40 families in Queen Creek and surrounding areas that wanted the same thing that we wanted for our children.
So they began with a private school in a church.
One of the most interesting things, and really I thought showed the dedication of our staff, was that every single Friday at 4:30, when the kids were all gone, the majority of the kids were gone, and we only had aftercare kids, the teachers would start taking everything off the walls. I mean, just imagine a classroom and all of it coming down and stacked into storage sheds, or not store, into cabinets, and then we would roll it out into these storage sheds. And then every Sunday after church was over, we would come back onto campus and roll it all back in and set it all up.
Chris Sipple Jr. was in kindergarten.
I felt really happy because I would be more closer to my mom and dad, and I wouldn't have to have bullies that are being mean to me anymore, because I didn't feel comfortable going to a school that I just got treated very badly.
The second year at the church, the school grew to 85 children in 3 classrooms. Still, each Friday, those classrooms were moved into storage. The school was thriving with Chris as the principal and Rita teaching. They could see their plan coming together, but there was one hitch, something that bothered them.
As a private institution, we could only offer this to people who could afford it. And we knew what we were doing was right for all children, and we didn't want them to be stuck on those whose families could only afford the tuition.
Their experience told them just what to do. They became a charter school in year 3, and the enrollment jumped from 85 to 125 students, kindergarten through 4th grade. The Sipples' dream was growing too large for the church.
They put their heart, their soul, their sweat, their blood. They were here all the time.
The Sipples went in search of space and found an office park at the corner of Higley and Ray in Gilbert. The landlord, Champion Partnerships, and its CEO, Ricky Lyons, had never housed a school before, but Champion agreed to invest $2.3 million to convert the buildings into a school. In October of 2009, it was time to move.
Parents loaded it all up. They came with their cars and they brought stuff, and we had it all system down and everything put in, and the teachers spent that week of October break not off, but working on setting up their classrooms for their kids. And it was pretty cool.
1, 2, 3.
It was truly a new home.
It was the first Friday in 3.5 years we didn't have to move something, and we could go home and come back on Monday and it would all still be set up.
Raise your hand if you'd like 6.
There were 6 classrooms then. 15 more classrooms and a gym cafetorium have been added. The school has attracted 400 students in grades K through 7, with 5 more classrooms and 8th grade being added in the summer of 2012. The school is thriving, and the Sippels' vision for sharing the education of the future is happening.